Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's digital plan with me. So for today, we're going to be planning out the week of the 16th through the 22nd. We're already planning for halfway through May, which is kind of freaking me out. I feel like this month literally just started and we're already approaching the halfway point. So crazy. I am using kit 26 today. It's just a very summery, cheerful kit, and I thought it would be really fun to use for this week. I love the colors in this kit. It's just so cute. I love the combination of the corals and the blues and the yellows, just really pretty. So I really liked what I did last week with covering up the bottom and the top three. I've just found for me personally, I haven't really needed the top three and the to-dos. Usually I don't have that much. I'm busy, trust me. I have a lot going on, but as far as individual to-do items, I don't have a ton because, for example, I'll put budget inserts as a to-do item and I will literally work on that all day. And that's kind of what I've been doing this whole week. I've just been pretty much solely working on the budget inserts. They are coming along fantastic now. It took me a while to finalize the design for it and what I wanted it to look like, and I'm really, really happy with it, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I have probably half of the landscape light mode inserts done, and I'm hoping to finish those over the course of this weekend before getting into next week, and then early next week I will jump into getting the portrait version of the inserts done, and that should go a little bit more quickly because I can kind of use what I did in the landscape version and then obviously make some little tweaks here and there and all of that. So I'm hoping that will be a much quicker process than than the landscape was. But the landscape definitely took a lot of tweaking, testing things out, checking the fit of things, and just all sorts of stuff. So it's been a process, but it's been well worth it. I've also started designing some new stickers for the budget add-on. So there are lots and lots of new exciting things coming, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I hope, I pray that you will love it. So yeah, that is what is going on. Andrew and the kids are currently at the gym, so I have a nice quiet house, which I feel like is so rare these days. I'm just really enjoying the peace and quiet right now. It's been a really hectic week, I feel like. It's just felt very busy, and I feel like these next couple weeks are going to be like that too. Maddie is going to be finishing up school, which is crazy. She's officially going to be a second grader. So there's that. And then I have just a whole bunch of appointments. I have a lash appointment. Andrew has an eye appointment. I have a pre-op appointment because I'm having a minor surgery on June 1st. It's an outpatient surgery. I mentioned in our Facebook group, but I shared in our Facebook group some tentative, dates for product releases coming down the pipeline. And that's for like add-ons and inserts and things like that. And I mentioned in that post that I am going to have surgery on the 1st of June, and it's outpatient, so I'm anticipating that it will be a quicker recovery. I'm hoping it will be a quicker recovery, but obviously depending on how that all goes and how my body, responds to all of that, then those dates might be impacted. So we shall see, but I'm prioritizing mainly on time sensitivity. So the next add-on I'll be working on after the budget one is meal planning, because that is the add-on that everyone is really wanting more than any of the other add-ons. I put a little poll in the Facebook group, and a lot of you were really wanting a meal planning add-on. And then of course there's the academic one as well, which I want to make sure to have that out before the school year begins, obviously. So I'm looking at the end of July at the very latest for that particular add-on. And then we'll just dive into, everything else. I literally have such a long list, and I'm just going to take it, one add-on at a time. I'm going to be totally honest. I was feeling super overwhelmed a couple of days ago. Like I was just like, how am I going to get all this done? And I was kind of having a freak out moment because the budget add-on has definitely taken me much longer. But the nice thing about the budget add-on is that is kind of setting the stage for the other add-ons. So now that I've got a style that I'm kind of committing to with the newer add-ons, I feel like it'll be easier to piece other things together. But yeah, I was having a little minor freak out moment, and Andrew definitely reassured me. He was just like, listen, like, you are one person and everyone understands that, you know, you've got other things going on outside of the business and all of that. And, you know, you have to take care of yourself and it's going to be okay. The world is not going to end. It's going to be fine. Like, it's going to be okay. And I do, he was saying, and it's so true, I do currently have, you know, add-ons available in my shop. I have quite a few of them. They're just not in the new format and everything. And so I just have to put less pressure on myself. I completely like self-induce these stress, like all the stress that I'm feeling. It's completely my fault. Like I just do it to myself. But I don't know. I really want to get as many add-ons out as I possibly can before I start working on sticker kit reformats and stuff like that. So, but it'll all come in time, and you guys have been so understanding and so patient, and that helps tremendously, let me tell you. Like, I was so worried about mentioning that the add-on was going to come out later this month because originally I wanted to have it out earlier this month, but you guys have all been super understanding, and so thank you so much for that, because you have no idea how much that eases my mind a little bit. Like so I just totally do it to myself. That's it. And I know you guys are more than understanding and everything. And yeah, so we'll see how the summer goes. The academic add-on is kind of stressing me out a little bit, even though I haven't even started working on it. See what I mean? Self-induced. Like, I'm just always thinking like 5 to 10 steps ahead, and I need to just chill a little bit. Like, I feel like I am just always thinking ahead, and I need to like just be in the moment and focus on what I'm working on now, and like just trust that it's all gonna work out just fine. It always has, you know. So yeah, but the academic one, I think there's just a lot I want to pack into it, I think, and I'm not too sure like how I want it to be. So I don't know, it's confusing. Yeah, it's just kind of confusing, but I will figure all of that out in time. I'll start researching and things like that. So yeah, and I did get questions too. I got a couple messages about the budget add-on, if the new inserts are going to be sold separately, and if the new budget stickers will be sold separately, and they will be. So very much like the current add-on, of the budget add-on. The current budget add-on is sold with an add-on, the inserts, and the stickers. So it literally has everything you could need for budgeting included. And I'm going to do the same thing with the new add-on. It's going to include the neutral inserts. There's going to be a dark mode and a light mode version of the add-on. So you'll get the inserts that match, you know, the light mode or dark mode. And then I'm going to have the inserts as separate listings. So that'll be perfect for someone who maybe just wants the new inserts and they don't want the whole add-on. If they have the current add-on and that works just fine, then that'll be a good option. And let me put my little thingy-mabob on Do Not Disturb, or at least, yeah, Do Not Disturb. Okay. I always forget to do that when I sit down to film this, and I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. But I get notifications and it distracts me. I have like squirrel brain real bad. But yeah, so that'll be a good option for those who maybe have the current add-on and just want the new style of the neutral inserts. There will be decorative inserts as well. My hope and prayer, if it all works out, is that I will have the decorative August inserts ready to go. If I don't, then it'll be very shortly after that. I'm going to try to get the August ones out as quickly as I can. So, and then I don't know if I'm going to backtrack or not and do like July and June for the inserts, or if I'm just going to have the new ones start with the August kits. 'Cause yeah, I just don't know how far back I want to go with that. But I do want to have plenty of like summary options available for you guys for the budget inserts. So yeah, if you're using the current budget add-on, just know that you will be able to use the new inserts. They're not going to fit completely perfectly like they do in the new add-on because these inserts are made for the new add-on. But you know, digital planning, you can tweak it very easily. And I was monkeying around with like the new inserts in the old add-on and you can completely make it work. So don't even worry about it. I will probably show an example maybe in like the launch video if I can remember that. Let me actually just write that down while I'm thinking about it. Show example of old add-on with new inserts. Because I will have a video kind of walking through all of the changes that were made and everything like that. So lots going on over here. Let me tell you what, I've just felt very, I don't know what's the word, not like, maybe like kind of on edge, just anxious, I guess. I think that's just how I've been feeling lately. Just kind of, I don't know, just struggling a little bit with prioritizing and focusing on what I'm doing. But yeah, I feel like my brain is just kind of all over the place and my eye has been twitching all day today. And I was like, yep, there's that physical symptom of what is going on in my brain right now. I feel like, yeah, I just need to calm down. Stephanie, calm down. So anyways, just sharing, you know, being transparent here about kind of where everything's at. I feel like sometimes it's helpful, especially for other business owners out there, to kind of know the reality of the situation, because it can be hard like to see all the behind the scenes stuff and what's going on and everything like that. And running your own business is no joke. It is a lot of work. It is amazing and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But when you're completely running it by yourself, I have help now because Sharon's amazing and is helping me and stuff. And trust me, that has eased my stress a lot. I can't even imagine. Oh my goodness. I cannot even imagine if it was just me right now. Like, I feel like that would not be good. So I am really grateful to have the help, and Andrew's doing the cropping and compressing. So between the two of them, like, that has been so helpful to me. But even still, like, it's just, I don't have like a mentor or someone I can kind of like, you know, make business decisions with, like a guru, like a business guru or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, so I know, like, you know, this is all new to me and I'm still really young in my like business. My business hasn't even been open for 2 years yet, which, like, crazy that we're approaching 2 years, by the way. In September, it'll be 2 years. September 7th, it'll be 2 years since the shop opened, which is so crazy. But, you know, I'm still learning a lot and I have to give myself grace and all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, one thing I've struggled with is just being pretty like transparent and honest about deadlines and stuff. I know for a lot of people that's really helpful because they can kind of gauge what to anticipate coming down the pipeline. But then at the same time, if I have to extend deadlines out a bunch because, you know, life happens, we've got 2 puppies, we have 2 little girls, you know, I've got my surgery, we have all sorts of things going on, you know, typical young family of 4 with activities and all that kind of stuff. It's just, we're always busy. You know, things can get kind of, what did I say in the Facebook group? I said, like, if you build in wiggle room, sometimes life eats up all of the wiggle and then makes you pivot a couple times. I feel like that's that. And with, you know, figuring out running the business and stuff and like improving your process for things and like streamlining stuff and all of that and trying to maintain balance. It's a lot. It's a lot to juggle, you guys. It's a lot. So that's where I'm at, you know, this week. That's what's going on. Just keeping it real with you guys. So, but yeah, that's the little update for today. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something else I was going to talk to you guys about, but I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. I know one thing I've been really pondering is possibly trying out the hourly layout in June. I've seen a couple spreads using the hourly, and I was kind of playing around with it earlier myself, and I don't know, that's the planner I used when I was during my like Erin Condren days before I switched to the Daily Duo. I used the Erin Condren hourly planner. And I've seen a lot, you know, with the Erin Condren launch and stuff, because I still, you know, follow some people that use Erin Condren products and things like that. And they'll like share their spreads on Instagram and all of that. And I'll watch like their plan with me's. And I'm like, oh, I kind of miss that format. So I'm thinking about like switching in June and testing it out and seeing what I think. But yeah, I've been planning a lot on my 12.9-inch iPad, and I have to say, when it comes to using my planner and everything, I was all about my Air earlier, and then I was kind of forced to use my 12.9 when Andrew was using my Air for a little bit, and the 12.9 hands down is probably my favorite. You just can't beat that screen space as far as being able to plan and stuff. I just feel like I'm able to see things a lot better and all that. So it's been really fun being able to kind of go in and experiment and stuff with the 12.9 and like plan on it more. So that has been a good time. And then I like using my mini for on the go stuff. So now my Air has been kind of sitting there a little bit. So I kind of flip flop. I go between them. The one thing I do like about the Air is like I feel like it's the best of like the mini and the 12.9. Well, kind of combined. It's like a bigger screen, but it's more portable than the 12.9, because that's the only thing about this 12.9. It's beastly, you know, it's not very portable, but the mini and the Air I feel like are both very portable. So the Air fits in pretty much all of my bags just fine and that kind of stuff. So anyways, that is pretty much it for this digital plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I absolutely loved using this kit this week, and I love how my spread turned out. Again, I really like kind of blocking off that top 3 section and using that for like what's going on during the day, and using like the little space above it to use some widgets and things like that. I decided to not use the weather widget and use the little singular one, the colored one, and just use the one that I was using in the bottom left hand corner. I get a lot of questions about where you can find those widgets. By the way, the widgets that I use for the daily to-do list and the steps and the meal plan and all that. And you get access to all of those widgets when you purchase the Prosper You Planner Hub and or the 1-month planners in my shop. And then the new add-ons will all have access to the library as well, the Prosper You Planner library. That's where you can find all the widgets, and the link to the library is on every single page of the planner. It looks like a little download button, and it's going to be either on the bottom right or left depending on what orientation you're using and if you're using a 1-month planner or the hub. But it looks like an arrow pointing down towards a bracket, and when you tap on that, it will take you to my Dropbox where you can access the library. So I thought I would mention that real quick because again, I've gotten a lot of questions about that. So anyways, guys, that is pretty much it. Oh, and those widgets will not be sold separately. I've gotten questions about that too. They are exclusive to those who use the Prosper You system, but good news, the 1-month planners are pretty inexpensive. They are $4.99. You can get them dated or undated. So if you get undated, you can reuse it over and over again. And you can also use the code PROSPER15 to save 15% off, and then you will get access to all of the widgets. So just thought I'd mention that real quick. So that's just a kind of workaround if you want to kind of give the 1-month planner a little run through, kind of test it out a little bit, and then get access to those widgets. You definitely can do that. I will be coming up with a organizer for widgets, inserts, and stickers. I've gotten a lot of requests for that. That will be coming very soon. Well, like in the fall when I start working on sticker kits and stuff. So anyways, guys, that is it. I am going to let you all go now. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, of course, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to catch all my future videos. And oh, there will not be a video on Tuesday. I thought I would mention that real quick. I don't have any videos planned. I am so like focused on the budget inserts that I need to take something off my plate, and because I don't have a video planned for Tuesday anyways, I figured I will just go ahead and skip this Tuesday, and I'll have my budget video and my digital plan with me up next week, but the Tuesday's video will not be up. So I just thought I'd mention that. I just needed to clear some space a little bit in my brain. So I needed to take some stuff off of my to-do list, and yeah, I wasn't too sure what to do for that video anyways, so there you go. But so I will see you next Thursday actually for my week 2 budget check-in. That will be the next video on my channel. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will chat with you all later. Bye.